What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this conversation. Lizzo is going viral again. And I say again for something that she's been I don't even want to say she's been called out for, but she's been called on before, which is a lot of people feel like making these public pleas or cries for help in a way that it comes across as extremely attention seeking and sort of in the worst way, because when people are making cries for help and they're dealing with mental battles and struggles, it isn't a laughing matter. And some people feel like when you're crying wolf and you are seeking this type of attention almost to the point where you're trying to make people feel like you're to the point where you're going to take your own life, which is not a laughing matter. It's not a game. But you're doing it over and over again, then people start to not take you seriously. And so she's saying that she's alluding to the fact that she's going to be quitting music because of people in her life and on social media. So this comes from page 6. And it says, Lizzo is not feeling good as hell. And that's a joke because, she has a song saying feeling good as hell. The Grammy winner, who is currently the subject of a sexual harassment lawsuit, seemingly quit the music industry via an Instagram post she shared Friday night. I'm getting tired of putting up with being dragged by everyone in my life and on the internet, she began her emotional statement. All I want is to make music and make people happy and help the world be a little better than how I found it. But I'm starting to feel like the world doesn't want me in it. It's crazy. I'm constantly up against lies being told about me for clout and views. My character being picked apart by people who don't know me and disrespecting my name. I didn't sign up for this bleep. I quit. Page 6 did not immediately hear back from Lizzo's representatives regarding the head-turning post. Her statement came shortly after attorneys for her former backup dancers, Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rodriguez, slammed her for performing at a re-election fundraiser for President Biden Thursday evening. It's shameful that Lizzo would be chosen to headline an event like this amid such egregious allegations. Without getting into the politics, I can't imagine why anyone would want Lizzo representing them in any way, given her reprehensible behavior. It's just a terrible look. Davis, Rodriguez, and Williams sued the Truth Hurt singer in August 2023 for creating a toxic work environment and sexual harassment. Now, the fact that she's getting upset with the statement that the attorneys put out, first of all, yeah, it was about her, but it wasn't even directed at her. It was directed at the re-election fundraising representatives for President Biden, saying it's not a good look for them. Yeah, it's about her, but it wasn't directed to her. And the attorneys are doing their job. Actually, it sounds like those women have really great attorneys because they're really utilizing the power of media and the press to put these press releases and these statements out there whenever they have the opportunity to, when they connect something to her. But this is a part of the industry that she chose to be in, and because she chose to operate the way that she did, whether the things are true about her or not, whether the people were okay with it or they consented, and then things flipped and turned, and then they wanted to, flip on her and file a lawsuit against her for these workplace claims. Unfortunately, this is the type of atmosphere that she created, and she opened up the door for it by operating the way that she operated and having, whether they were W-2 employees, which I don't think they were, or independent contractors. Period. You become a target. Like, who didn't prepare her for that? That now that she was in a place of stardom, if you will, that she was going to become a target and she needed to do some things differently. So she's going to get upset throughout this process of this lawsuit, and now she's going to say she quits. Well, if she put this statement out there that she is done and she quit, then she better not come out and do any more music or any more performances. I'm serious, because she's done this type of thing before when people have made fun of her because she was buck naked on social media, or bending over and twerking with a thong on, or, you know, a bikini thong on, or whatever, you know, it may be, and jiggling every crack and crevice for all the world who either chose to look at it or some other media outlet shared it and they saw it that way. Because I'll be honest, I've never followed her. So those things that I've seen, it's always been because of somebody else. Even if they're being messy, somebody else sharing it. And it's like, I did not sign up to see this. Don't put that in front of me. And that's not to knock her weight, but there are a lot of people that are overweight, morbidly obese, whatever the different titles are for it these days. I'm not saying these things to be disparaging, but saying not everyone is walking around uncovered for everything to be seen. There's a lot of people that are underweight, that are regular size, and they may not have the ideal, what they call perfect body, and they're not walking around uncovered for everyone to see it. So it's not even just about the size of the person, but I get it. But with that being said, she's come out and she's made these statements before because she felt picked on, beat up on, picked apart, ridiculed, all of these things. But I've thought, this is just my thought, and I could be wrong, but I thought because she was doing those things years ago when she went to the game wearing the outfit where her butt cheeks were cut out, you know what I mean? It was because she felt comfortable in her own skin and she felt like she was fearless and throwing it in people's faces. And I don't care what you think about me, I think highly of myself sort of thing. When honestly, it seems that's not how she really felt. I don't care for Candace Owens, but that doesn't mean that everything that she says is not true. And I did agree with her when she was making those statements. I think she was asked about them, though. I don't think she just came out and said it when she was on Joe Biden's podcast. And she was asked about maybe not just Lizzo, but about body positivity or whatever. But I did agree with her with what she said. And it's like the body positivity thing, I feel that some people use that as sort of a, how do I phrase this? Well, I do feel like some people use the body positivity thing to throw being overweight and morbidly obese and whatever in people's face to say, I am this size and I don't want to be confined to wearing certain types of clothing, and I don't want to be confined to operating a certain way or behaving a certain type of way. So if Megan Thee Stallion can be out here and doing what she's doing, I should be able to do it too. And we're body positive. No, that it's not for everyone. And so I'm not even going to be doing that. And I'm a size, I'm between a size 2 and 4, depending on who makes the clothing. I'm just built that way. You know what I mean? And I'm not out here with all of that showing. So I'm just saying it's tiring, because I don't know how many times she has come out and she's made these statements And I feel like she does it because people will comment in the comment section, no, Lizzo, you're amazing. You're great. You're beautiful. Don't let the haters steal your joy. Don't let them run you away from your craft and your talent. And like, it's like you're begging for attention. So for her to say that everyone in her life, is it everyone? Like, really, I'm asking, is it everyone? She says by everyone, she's being dragged in her life and on the internet. It's not everyone. She needs to learn to turn the comments off or not look at the comments, or just allow, if you need your ego boosted that much, hire someone that's just going to look for the positive things that people say about you and read those things to you to help build up your self-esteem, versus looking for the things that you are going to feel bad about, and it's going to cause you to just want to say, F it all. I'm done. I quit. You know what I mean? But because she is in this lawsuit, that's what those attorneys are going to do. And they're basically slamming the Biden administration, the reelection fundraising people who hired Lizzo to perform. She should actually see that as a compliment, that it's like, hey, maybe I'm not blackballed. Maybe they're not stopping anything that I got going on over here. And also, maybe it would be in her best benefit to just try and settle this situation out of court so that she could do like Diddy did and say, look, I'm settling, but it doesn't mean that I'm admitting any wrongdoing, so that she could just move forward. You know, but I don't know. I don't know what the woman really wants. But I feel that when she does these public cries for attention and whatever, then it's really just for that. It's for attention. I don't think that she is quitting. I don't think that she's done. I think this is just another opportunity to get people to send her DMs and send her love and support, and, you know, don't quit, don't give up. Sometimes you got to encourage yourself, sweetheart. And I don't think she knows how to do that. We all have our moments in our times where we just feel like nothing is working, and you know, and you just feel so low, and you need people to just kind of help lift you up and encourage you, whatever. But you mean to tell me she has no one in her life that she can go to do that, versus coming out on social media and making a statement like this that just is supposed to be so finite and finished, finito, over, I quit? I don't believe it. I just believe that this is for attention, as I believe she has done a lot in the past. And it's sad. It's sad if you feel like you don't have anybody in your life that you can go to. I mean, not even your own mama. I don't know. I don't know the dynamics of her family or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, you have absolutely zero people that you could go to in your life. You should have at least one person, I would think. I get it sometimes when these people feel like they've gotten to a pinnacle where they have so much money and they don't really know who to trust or whatever. But I thought she had at least one or two people that she's known before she really got to this space in her career that she could just go to and talk to. But hey, maybe they're not good enough for her ego, because that's what I feel like it's about. So I just wanted to share my thoughts on that, share the story with you guys. You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.
You were mistaken. Don't want to talk, don't want to see, don't want to feel it. What is left? I've been thinking about us and the things you say. How you don't feel enough to come share my bed. All I ever wanted was the truth, and I got